everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Exvius Updates, the show that brings you all of the latest information for your favorite application, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global, available to you guys on iOS, Android, as well as Amazon devices. I am your host, Shali, and I'm not alone today. We're back in the studio, so we have our special guests.
Hello, everyone. I'm Shirok. I'm the producer of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius Global version.
Hey everyone, it's good to be back. I missed you all. I'm Alex.
Yes, so we're back in the studio. We're still taking, precautionary methods to make sure that everybody is as healthy as possible. So we're all separated. There's like plexiglass. Everybody's wearing masks, all that good stuff. So I hope that you guys are also doing very well and you are in good health, and so are your family, friends, and loved ones. Hang in there. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
But the world keeps going, and so we keep going, and we're here with more news for you guys. Hiroki, can you tell us a little bit of what we can expect for this time?
Yes, of course. First of all, check out this video. Coming back with Neo Vision Lara!
Yeah. It has been so long since we had our first meeting with Lara in FFBE Global. If you guys remember, about 3 years ago or so, we had a collaboration with Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. And now she is back in FFBE Global to celebrate Tomb Raider's 25th anniversary.
Yes.
25 years of Tomb Raider. That's absolutely amazing. What a milestone to reach. Really exciting.
Just amazing. It's super exciting to see. Once again, the new Vision Lara coming to Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's just, we have so much to get excited about.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is excited about the new Lara and event. So let's move on.
Okay, so I know that we are all in a rush to get into the sweet, juicy new details about the new event and unit. But first, I want to make sure that we all are on the same page about this Tomb Raider franchise, because we're going to have the collaboration event. So, while I'm sure there are a lot of fans out there who already know a lot about the series, there are probably just as many of you who are new to the Tomb Raider franchise. So, just to tell you a little bit about the series, the Tomb Raider franchise, which is celebrating the 25th anniversary, has sold actually over 84 million copies worldwide, which is a pretty crazy number.
Yeah.
The franchise's popularity has exploded into a series of blockbuster films based on the original Tomb Raider game, as well as the 2013 reboot game, which is actually the only one in the new series that I've played so far, but I have some of the others in my library, just waiting for me to play them. But its protagonist, Lara Croft, has been a contemporary global icon for over 2 decades, and the most recent release in the world-famous franchise, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, has received numerous Best of nominations and awards, and is the remarkable conclusion to Lara Croft's origin story. All of this continues to make Tomb Raider a destination brand for action-adventure. So there you have it. Pretty dramatic, but that's actually what you feel like playing the game. Like a dramatic, badass action hero.
Yes, I mean, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Lara is all about the action, the adventure, the excitement. It's all in there. It's all in the Tomb Raider games.
Anything you could possibly want. But what do we want? More about Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. So let's get straight into the details for the upcoming event. For this Tomb Raider collaboration event, we're going to have a collaboration raid event, which will begin on September 30th and go until October 20th. Now, this event is going to be split into 3 parts. The first part, which is going to be the main raid, Tomb Raider Lost Valley. As usual, you'll clear the event, complete the mission challenges, and you'll be able to get rewards such as Lapis, Neovision EX tickets, 3, 4, 5-star Neovision, as well as this time's currency, so to speak, ancient gold pieces. Now, you'll be able to use these ancient gold pieces, of course, to pull on the raid summon, but you'll also be able to get a number of relics from this raid summon, which you will need to craft one of the event's exclusive equipment. And you will also probably have leftovers, and you can use those to craft things such as Esper ores. So you'll want to make sure you get your hands on those. And now for part 2 of this collaboration raid event, we will have the daily challenge, Tomb Raider Lost Valley. In this challenge, you'll battle against T-Rex, and as it is a daily challenge, you'll want to play it every day, as you will be able to get your hands on more ancient gold pieces and Esper ores. As for part 3 now, last but not least of this collaboration raid event, we will have actually a battle against Natla, for those of you know, which will start actually in the second week of the collaboration raid event, so on October 7th, and will last through the end of the event until October 20th. You'll clear this trial mission and you'll be able to get your hands on the Atlantean Scion recipe, the Scion piece Egypt, and Neovision EX tickets for 5-star Neovision, and more. So that's what you have on the event about the event.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, you know, obviously with every single event, we do have a lot of equipment that comes with it usually. So I'm sure that somewhere on the screen, we're going to have a huge list of all the event equipment that you guys can craft this time around, which is really cool because it actually comes from the Tomb Raider anniversary game itself. You know, very closely related to the Natla boss and not so closely related to the T-Rex boss, but they're part of the same game. It's really cool to see all these things in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. All right, and now it's finally time to talk about the star of the show, Miss Lara Croft, making her Neovision appearance in FFBE Global. Now, of course, Lara is going to be looking as fearsome and as action-packed as ever. Hopefully you guys can see the sprite moving around already in the screen somewhere with her dual pistols. We love Lara. We have always looked up to her because not only is she just like a super badass like explorer, she is a very, very intelligent archaeologist who travels the world visiting ancient temples and keeping secrets to keep the world safe, but also having to fight the forces of evil while doing so, and always doing so with a clever quip and a smile on her face. So I think deep inside we all wish we could be like Lara. She's just absolutely amazing. But just to let you know what you can expect for her unit in FFB Global, she is going to be a physical damage dealer with a fire elemental kit, and she's going to be able to add fire element to her physical damage as well as reduce the fire elemental resistance for enemies. So she can imbue and she can also imperil, which is always a really nice combo to have in any one unit. She has morale-based attacks, which are going to be useful in Clash of Wills. If you guys haven't been playing Clash of Wills, please give it a go. The equipment that you can craft from it and obtain from it is really, really actually very good. So try to keep up if you can. Lara, if you don't have any good or super useful Clash of Will units just yet, maybe Lara is the one that you were waiting for. She is going to gain the ability to further reduce enemies' defense and fire resistance in her kit. And she's also going to be able to increase her damage output with different types of killers. And she has a human killer, she has beast killer, she has avian killer, and she has machina killer as well. So that covers 4 different monster types, which is a lot to have under belt. But you know, we wouldn't expect any less from Lara. She's very experienced, she's been all over the world, and she's learned how to fight all kinds of things, right? So very appropriate. Now, before her Brave Shift form, so in her stand-up form, she's going to be a true dual-wield attacker. After her Brave Shift, she is going to be a true double-hand attacker. So just keep that in mind when you're equipping each of her versions of the Neovision unit. She's going to be able to triple cast some of her abilities, and she's going to be able to buff not only her fire damage, specifically speaking fire physical damage, but she's also going to be able to strongly buff her parameters, whether it be attack or something else. So she does a lot of self-buffing because Lara usually rolls alone. She's kind of like a lone wolf, so she has to take care after herself, so this makes a lot of sense. She's also going to be able to fill her LB gauge with abilities in her standard form, and then in her Brave Shift form, she is going to have strong morale-based damage dealing abilities that, of course, again, are beneficial if you are bringing her to Clash of Wills. And she is going to be able to use her LB gauge instead of MP to acquire killers. So the killers that I mentioned before, human, avian, beast, and machina. And while doing so, she's also going to be able to deal strong attacks. And of course, again, this at no cost of your MP, just your LB gauge. So, you know, you want to get the high tide going, equip her to fill her LB gauge to max, at least like every 2 turns or something like that, so you can exploit that as much as possible. Okay, now her Trustmaster and Super Trustmaster should be on the screen for you guys. Her Trustmaster is an equipable ability called Tough Enough, and her Super Trustmaster is a gun equipment called the Modified Shotgun. It is a 2-handed gun with a whopping 195 attack on it, which is perfect for Lara, especially in her Brave Shift form. So keep an eye out for both of those. If you can get them, I think Lara will be very well equipped to take on anything that comes to try to take her down, right? Okay, now for her featured standard abilities, the first one that we have here is Explosive Shot. This is going to be used once every 4 turns, so it is a cooldown ability, and it's going to add fire element to physical attack as well as boost fire physical damage for caster. So it imbues and it boosts fire damage, and then it's going to deal morale-based damage to 1 enemy, and it's going to fill her own LB gauge. This is in Bolting Strike chain family frame, so if you have anybody else who's using Bolting Strike in your party, then you are all set. You can chain with Lara there. Now in her Brave Shift, her featured Brave Shift ability, we have Volatile Ammunition. And this is a Magnus ability, so you can only use it 2 times per battle. But just as an extra disclaimer, you can only use it once per turn as well. So you cannot multicast this ability, you know, twice in a row. And I do believe that that's how most Magnus abilities work in the game anyway, but just as an extra disclaimer to make you guys, you know, aware that that's how it works. Okay, but it consumes her own LB gauge, 5,000 crystals, to reduce the defense and fire resistance of 1 enemy, and it's going to boost fire physical damage for caster as well as deal morale-based damage to that enemy. And the chain family is quite interesting because this is going to be Bolting Strike times 3. So I believe it's a Bolting Strike, Bolting Strike, Bolting Strike. So preferably when you're casting this, you have another unit that can triple cast a Bolting Strike ability so that they chain together and you can kind of maximize that damage output. I believe that that's how it works. I guess we'll see once she comes out and we start testing. All right, now onto her vision card, a Dynamite Battle. And why is it called a Dynamite Battle? Well, because there's a huge T-Rex attacking Lara in the vision card. This is actually a very famous scene from the Tomb Raider Anniversary game where Lara has to take on this prehistoric enemy that we all thought did not even exist anymore. But of course, in the amazing and exciting world of Tomb Raider, anything is possible, and Lara has found herself deep in the hidden valley fighting dinosaurs to try to get to, you know, where she needs to be. So there it is. This vision card is actually just works normally as a standard vision card. So it goes from level 1 all the way to level 10. At level 1, you're gonna get attack plus 75, and at level 10, you're gonna get attack plus 125. And of course, it has 3 unlockable vision card abilities that you should see on screen there for you. And as always, just a friendly disclaimer that the level 10 ability is locked usually to a particular set of units, and this time it is locked to Tomb Raider units. And by Tomb Raider units, we really just mean Lara Croft Neovision. Yes, there are other quote-unquote Tomb Raider units in the game already, but those are technically not Tomb Raider. They are Lara Croft and Temple of Osiris units. And those units are pretty old, from 2018 or so, and they don't even have the ability to equip vision cards anyways. But just so that we're all clear, when we say Tomb Raider units in this particular vision card, we really mean Lara Croft Neovision specifically. Okay? Alrighty. And that's it for Lara as a unit. Of course, we're going to have a featured summon for you guys to be able to get your hands on Lara. So make sure to don't miss out on this opportunity because Lara, she is a time-limited unit, so she's only going to be around for just a little bit for you guys to be able to summon. So let me give you the details on how the summon is going to work this time around. So the featured summon is going to be at a discounted price, and you can get a summon coin, Lara Croft Neo Vision, and an NV exchange ticket, Lara Croft Neo Vision, as well as a guaranteed 5-star or NV unit with every 11 summon that you make. Now the rates are going to be 12% for 5-star units and 3% for Neo Vision units. But every time that you perform 3 11 summons in a row, the 4th one is going to be free. So you're going to get an 11 summon for free, and that free summon comes with an extra 2 1/10 NV summon tickets. So you get a little bit more, NV action in your life. Hopefully you've got some saved up so that you can get as many as you need to make one summon, right? And if you are collecting these NV exchange tickets, Lara Croft Neo Vision, you're going to need 10 of them to be able to exchange for the Lara Croft Neo Vision unit herself. So that is what we have in store for you guys as far as Lara goes, as far as the featured summon this time goes, but stick around because we have more. All right, and last but not least, we have just a little bit more to share with you guys. We have some general updates, login bonuses, and campaigns to discuss. So let's start with the general updates. Starting from September 30th, which actually coincides with the release of a Lara Croft Neo Vision and the Tomb Raider collaboration in FFBE Global, we are going to have some inventory slots and expansion limits going on. And what these are basically what you guys are able to have on hand at any given time. So whether it be items, number of units, number of equipment, there is only a set number that you can have at a time. These are being expanded, the numbers are being made bigger so that you can carry more. And there should be a huge list somewhere on screen to show you guys in detail which limits are being expanded. But just to give you some examples, the maximum unit inventory slots are capped at 1,900 right now, but they're going to be expanded all the way to 2,500. So we're going to be able to hold a lot more units, which is very exciting. The same thing goes for equipment. Right now, equipment is capped at 2,100 pieces, but we're going to expand it to 2,500 pieces, which is really good. And vision cards are right now capped at 1,000, but we are going to expand it so that you guys can hold 1,500 vision cards in your inventory. So this is all very exciting. We can always use more space in our inventory. I am definitely one of those people who always gets excited when this happens. So, let's be happy about that. Login bonus, of course, we're going to be celebrating our collaboration with a Tomb Raider, and the login bonus is going to start also September 30th and is going to go all the way to October 20th. And if you log in every day, you can gain as many as 2,900 lapis for free, up to 2 MVEX tickets of 5-star or MV rarity, and up to 2 10+1 summon tickets of 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and NV rarity. So make sure that you're logging in every single day so as to not miss out on these freebie surprises, right? And then last, we have here our campaign for fall. It's going to be called the Fall 2021 Coin, and we're going to have an exchange shop, and this is going to be from September 30th again, and it's going to end on October 27th. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a Fall 2021 coin giveaway. So we're going to be giving you guys these coins through your mailbox. I believe it's probably like 1 coin per day, but you are also going to be able to get these coins from the Tomb Raider Lost Valley event. So you want to collect as many of these coins as you can, and then you go into the exchange shop and you can trade these for awakening materials such as Transcension Pearls, Ascension Pearls, Omni Prisms, and more. And just as a heads up, this does go all the way to October 27th. So there will be eventually more ways to get more Fall 2021 coins. So please do keep an eye on whatever news we have coming up next so that you can see where else you can get some of these coins if you want to exchange for more awakening materials or items in the exchange shop. All right, and I believe Alex has a little bit of an extra tidbit for us too.
Tidbit, just a little tidbit, but as well, actually, until October 27th, we will actually be having a weekly free 10+1 summon with 1 guaranteed 5-star / Neo Vision. And during the collaboration, actually, Lara Croft Neovision will actually be in the pool of units for the summons. So you want to make sure you don't miss out on that because this is your chance to get your hands. They're probably your only chance, right?
Well, yeah, it is a time-limited collaboration, so it is your only chance to get Lara as a unit. But this free 10+1 summon that is weekly is your chance to get a free Lara, right? Because she is included in the pool, which is just very exciting. So best of luck to everyone. I hope we all get free Laras. That would be the best. And look forward to it. All right, well, we have come to that time of the show where it's almost time to say goodbye, but it was a very, very exciting one.
Super exciting, and I'm sure, especially for fans of the Tomb Raider series and for maybe the new fans that were created today, it's gonna be super exciting to unpack the new character. And yeah, we had a lot to unpack, but Hiroki-san, do you have one last thing to share with us?
Yeah, so the Tomb Raider collaboration is already started in War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. You can get the special Tomb Raider Vision card with the login bonus. So I hope you play War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius too.
That's right. So War of the Visions Final Fantasy Brave Exvius is already running their own Tomb Raider collaboration, and FFBE Global is about to start their own. So make sure that if you play both titles that you're logging in every day on both sides so you can get all of the amazing free rewards such as the Vision card and all the other goodies that we mentioned today here for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Let's all celebrate Lara Croft together because she is just a total badass and she totally deserves it. We're really happy that, Tomb Raider is 25 years old. So congratulations to Tomb Raider, congratulations to Lara Croft. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.
Bye-bye.